An abandoned pond that has been neglected for many years. Often emits loud splashes at night. Some people even witnessed a small dog was dragged into the water alive by a large fish. Frightened villagers within a 10-mile radius. But Kurila, who is tough and quiet, did not hesitate to cast a net into the pond. He wanted to see what kind of fierce fish was living inside. As Kurila slowly retrieved the net, the water's surface immediately bubbled with splashes. It seemed he had indeed caught quite a few big fish. Excited, Kurila pulled with all his strength and brought the entire net up. It can be seen that the net contained about a dozen tilapia of varying sizes. Although this catch was enough to earn him some profit, Kurila was not satisfied, because his goal was the giant fish living in the pond. Then he asked his cousin Laku to row a small boat, taking him to the center of the pond, and cast another strong net into the water. This throw looked perfect, but it was uncertain what kind of fish would be caught. To prevent a large fish from overturning the boat, Kurila specifically docked the boat at the shore before beginning to retrieve the net. As the net was gradually pulled back, huge splashes appeared on the water's surface. Unfortunately, this catch still wasn't the big fish. It only included a carp weighing about 10 pounds and a baby catfish. After 2 attempts, failing to catch the big fish made Kurila anxious. He decided to take his cousin and venture into the pond, using nets to catch fish directly. The two used a giant fishing net, one holding each side, conducting a sweeping search of the pond. This method, while efficient, also came with significant risks, because they didn't know what kind of dangerous creatures lived underwater. If they encountered a venomous snake or crocodile, it could be disastrous. With the two brothers pulling the net, gradually moving toward the pond's edge, suddenly, a massive splash erupted behind them. Judging by the size of the splash, the fish's size was definitely larger than the ones previously caught. This scene frightened Kurila's cousin Laku, who quickly grabbed onto nearby grass to pull them forward. However, the brothers had already reached the end of the pond. Kurila signaled his cousin to hold the net and stand in a straight line with him, so the net could gradually close in on the fish. At this moment, they were sure there was a massive fish in the net, but they didn't know its species. As the brothers continued pulling the net closer, huge splashes erupted once again in the net. They could vaguely see a fish violently crashing against the net. Its red body even appeared, and it wasn't alone. Seeing this, Kurila became extremely excited. He hurriedly pulled the net towards the shore. Using his skilled techniques, he successfully gathered the net completely and began to retrieve it inch by inch to the shore. During this time, the large fish in the net continued to struggle, creating massive splashes. Kurila could clearly feel that the pull from the net was incredibly strong. It was highly likely a big fish had been caught. When he finally pulled the net ashore, 2 massive silhouettes appeared in the net. The large fish began violently flapping their tails, struggling furiously. If his cousin hadn't come to help, Kurila alone might not have been able to handle them. Finally, when the brothers opened the net, they saw clearly that these 3 fish were the famous arapaima from the Amazon. No wonder they attacked the dog and created such massive splashes. Kurila speculated. These fish might have swum here when the Amazon River flooded. Now, the truth was finally revealed.